All right, party people, we getting ready to get into this. Apologies for the slothfulness. But I got some good and well-needed rest, so we about to get into it live from Fayetteville. Say it loud, say it real. It's Yellow Brick Bedlam, our September month ender to remember. Peace. All right, welcome in, party people. My name is Vic Vega, Midwest Mafioso, and this is Yellow Brick Bedlam, big baby. We are live, unorganized, and direct, and for the second time, say it loud, say it real. We are back in Fayetteville, Arkansas. And we finna get down. And I hope you stick around to the main event, as it will be a fatal four-way tag team matchup for the Call Valley Tag Team Championships. And in our mid-card, we got another Chapter 2, the heated rivalry between Violet Winners and Mantia Ray. And to kick this one off, we got a brewing storm between T-Rex and your boy Killa T. So pardon me as I channel my inner hip-hop when I say, looking at my Gucci, it's about that time, which means that matchup is next. All right, open about action. Killa T going up against Tyson Watts.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring from Biloxi, Mississippi, weighing in at 297 pounds, KTX.
Yeah, Killa T kicked this one all back a couple of weeks ago in a triple threat match. I guess he thought he was going to jump in against the match against Tyson Watts and El Nemo. I threw him in a match, but the man came out on top. And after said match went down, both of these gentlemen agreed that El Nemo was in the way, and that's why we are here now. And speaking about the here and the now, T-Rex in the building.
And his opponent from Washington, weighing in at 278 pounds, T-Rex, Tyson Watts.
All right, all of my KCSX zombies, my next of kin. This man is coming in at 11 and 10. The prototype for a champion, except for he's not the greatest closer. He wins big matches, but he hasn't won the biggest match just yet. Center stage in our opener, Tyson Watts going up against Killa T. Two big behemoths about to go at it. And did I forget to mention that this is a first fluid flowing match? So you know what that means. You beat your partner to a spaghetti sauce and pole. As Tyson Watts comes out on the action on top in the first exchange early on in this one. How was your Sunday? Mine was on point. Speaking of on point, right to the spinal area. As the Biloxi Big Bag gained control of the bout for a few seconds. And he's back on top again. Watts with no response after that early flurry of offense. And Killa T is definitely in command of this one. Not far from home is he, and I guess he's feeling the vibe, and he's kicking the crap out of Tyson Watts. Is this going to be another one of them matches that Tyson Watts cannot pull off? As stated before in earlier live streams, you win a big one at a PPV, or should I say a month ender, because we ain't charged for this one. At a month ender, you almost assured a title shot somewhere in the near future. Tyson Watts and Killer T back and forth for this one. Nobody has really claimed dominance. It's like a seesaw battle. A tilted scale, like the scales of justice. Haymakers from the Biloxi Big Bad. Bo Watts sends him on a quick trip back outside of the ring. And if you're just tuning in, wipe your feet on the rug in a form of hitting a like, share, and subscribe button, because after all, it costs you zip, zilch, nada, nothing, Nathan. As the Big Bad in effect, Baha back up does Tyson Watts and sends him into the ring post. The crowd in Arkansas showing a positive response to Tyson Watts. I'm thinking slowly but surely the man is becoming a fan favorite. After all, you got a feel for a guy who just always comes that close to winning the big one, but doesn't pull it off. Looks like he's pulling this one off at the moment, as he's doing damage to the back area of Killer T. And now showing you why I define him as a prototype champion with the strength on display. And throwing the Biloxi Big Bag around like a big bag of potatoes. Killer T with no response at all against this assault from Tyson Watts. Follow-away slam by Watts. But the Big Bad responds and bangs Tyson Watts into the apron. Now to get him some distance. But Watts is a little bit sharper than he usually is. Quicker to get back on the attack. As stated before, all these month-ender matches have big implications of huge proportions. And Tyson Watts seems to be trying to take advantage, but as I speak, he's on his back. And the Biloxi Big Bag gets a big bat and kabaya over the head of Tyson Watts. Those are Biloxi Big Bag. That T-Rex awakens with a thunderous roar and downs the Big Bad, and now sets him up for kabaya. Face crusher, full Nelson style. And setting him up for the Miki Goku driver. And now Tyson Watts is swinging for the fences. But the Biloxi Big Bad, Killer T, jumps back up and now has Tyson Watts in his patented torture rack. Bo Watts fights his way up out of it and off of the ropes with a nice punch. And now T-Rex is lying in the bushes waiting for the Biloxi Big Bad, but a reversal by Killer T. And now he's back on Tyson Watts like a dirty shirt. And hits him with the Biloxi bomb. And Killer T back under the apron. Weapon number 2 has been introduced, and it's a sledgehammer. Peter Gabriel would be proud. But you know how things go around here. When you pull a weapon out, you're usually the one to get your butt kicked with it. Speaking of butt kickings, a second dose of the Biloxi bomb by the big bad Killa T. And now back to the skull of Watts. Killa T in total position to draw first blood, literally. Mo Watts fights his way out of it again, and T-Rex has awakened once again from his slumber and gets immediately on the big bad. Using a rope to do damage to the side of Killa T. And a fall away slam with that brute strength by Tyson Watts. And now Watts, another dose of a Michinoku driver. And now he's going to town with that sledgehammer. Acting like he's trying to hammer down a railroad spike. As you can hear the bones just crushing of Killa T. Being absolutely manhandled by Watts. And now Watts to the top turnbuckle and down with an elbow drop. And Watts amping up the crowd here in Fayetteville. And back on top of the Biloxi Big Bad. And just like that, it's over in the first bout. Tyson Watts literally draws first blood against Killa T.
Your winner, T-Rex. Tyson.
Series 2-1. Tyson Watts with a gigantic victory over Killa T, who doesn't fare so well at month enders. Anyhow, we getting on with matchup number 2. The non-select guys going up against the Exiled. All right, two of my favorite teams going at it. I'm like the Iron Bank. I supply both sides of the war, damn it. The unselected in the building going up against the dating coaches here at Yellow Brick Bedlam. Diggy Simpkins and Rory Breaker in the house. Party people, stand up. These guys represent the every average state Joe. You know the ones, us, most of us that don't have the 666.
The following contest is a tornado tag team match. It is for the Alliance Zone Men's Western Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers. At a combined combined weight of 380 pounds.
And they've been on a bit of a losing streak since losing their title. They dropped one to the Exiles in their last outing. The non-select guys coming in at 6-4. Invoking their rematch clause to go up against. Y'all know who they are. At least the ladies know who they are anyway. Champion Tyrone, Eye Candy in the building. The Dayton coaches going up against the incels. I mean the non-select guys. I mean the dudes that are never picked to be on the kickball team.
And introducing the champions at a combined weight of 512 pounds. They are the Alliance Zone Men's Western Tag Team Champions. The
Yeah, as I stated before, two of my favorite teams. In regards to this dating war, I supply both sides. I'm like the Iron Bank, as I said, I support both sides. I support the Dayton coaches, and I support the unselected, the non-select guys. Case in point, I have no dog in the fight, damn it. So some battles I just like to sit back and see two sides kick the crap out of each other. And I think this one might fit the bill. All right, y'all, it's going down. Champion T-Ron putting a hardware on the line. And there they are, the Midwest Territory Tag Team Championships. And it's tornado style. Y'all know how we do it when them championships go down. We want everybody in the ring and all over the arena. As they pair off, Mr. Simpkins is being handled by Champ. And Rory's putting a beat down on T-Ron early going, trying to go for it. And it's a 0 count. Referee out of position. Now gentlemen are outside. They're taking this one to another level indeed. As Eye Candy looks to be defending their championships with extreme prejudice. Both members having the upper hand on the unselected at the moment. Butterfly suplex by Champ on Dicky. And the upper body being assaulted by T-Ron. But Dicky comes back in true little man fashion. Quick as a cat. And his partner likewise. Just as if they have Eye Candy reeling at the moment. Rory to the top. And down with a knee drop to the skull of T-Ron. And now he goes for the cover. And it's only a 2 count. Eye Candy hasn't been really winning much since they snuck in that victory and got those titles. Each individual member down one to the Wolf. And they lost their last outing. But T-Ron almost put this one away, but it's only a 2 count. And he stays back on Rory. But Rory with a quick reversal. A small package. And the kick out by T-Ron. As Dicky just going livid, absolute frantic. on Champ and goes for the cover. And it's a 2 count. Separation is the key in matches such as this. But you don't want too much distance between you and your partner. You might just have to save them from a pinfall. Now back outside the ring, Dicky tries to follow Champ and misses completely as a pinfall was going on in the ring. And Rory pulls it off for the non-select guys.
Here are your winners and the new Alliance Zone Men's Western Tag Team Champions. The
2 times for the non-select guys. Here at Yellow Brick Bedlam, Dickie Simpkins and Rory Breaker with the victory. Stay tuned to matchup number 3 as the Bad Nurses will be in full effect next. This is the definition of bringing the pain like 3, count 'em, 3 bad nurses. Ridiculous thirst involving hearses. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the trio of Odessa, Nurse Red, and Nurse Rosetta Malpractice.
is a 6-woman tag team Hell in a Cell match. On the way to the ring, the Brood.
Last week, Rosetta and Red got busy in the ring against then Team Alani Mills. But a strange thing happened after that matchup. TKO took a walk as Alani Mills lost her captainship of the trio, and thus it sparked the reuniting of Team Spitfire. Iofi Wallace and Fate Fraggle back together again as TKO and Alani Mills are close friends, so they dipped. Just as the 2 bad nurses leave the duo tag team division, Team Spitfire is reunited. They were both casualties of the draft that we had back last year. Well, we had 2 brands. We can't afford 2 brands.
And their opponents, Pretty Mean Sisters.
All right, how about you Vixens? Last week, that 3rd member of the 3 bad nurses, her debut was spoiled by Heather the High Heel Harlot. This right here is a tune-up match. A precursor to the eventual, inevitable matchup between these three for those titles right there. The Fighting Furies Trio Championship. In a 6-woman Hell in a Cell match. And check this, we got 2 back-to-backs. As the next matchup will be inside of a cell. As I always say, you know my obsession with women in cages. Nice roundhouse kick. And the cover on Rudessa, but the newcomer kicks out. 23 is shaping up here in our trios division. We haven't seen hide nor hair of LSP lately, but I've been told that they're set to make an appearance sometime. At least one of the members are set to make an appearance here in the near future. And seeing how this trio's belt falls, I think this one is going to be captain on captain. Yeah, because the last matchup was the tag, so yeah. This next matchup will be captain on captain for the Trios Championship. In fact, I think I'm going to book a match. I'm going to call it. 2 weeks from now, it's going to be Callie against Rudessa against Heather the High Heel Harlem. And it's going to go down for the Fighting Furies Championship, baby. But in the here and the now, it's nothing but women flying all over everywhere. And Malpractice looks to be in control of this bout. As Rudessa now switched dance partners and is on Pamela. Mommy Deers has hooked up with the giant of Malpractice, and Nurse Red is involved with the captain. 2 count in the middle of the ring as 4 ladies are still outside banging it out literally on the cell. Bear hug on the giant Rosetta by Miriam Ashford, the mother of Heather and Pamela Romeo. That looks like all 6 of them are outside of the ring and closer to the unforgiving parts of this cell. Nothing friendly about being outside of that one. As Miriam just found out by way of the steps and Pamela by way of the side of the cell. Red and Pamela still duking it out on the far side, and Red takes some steps. A healthy diet of steel steps going around this place in this one. As Red tastes them again and does Rosetta. I think every last competitor in this one has ran into the steps at one time or another. It's an all-out free-for-all. Hopefully any of these ladies will survive after this brutal matchup. It's going down like this. It ain't even no weapons pulled out here. They just throwing each other around into the cell, into the steps. Bodies flying everywhere. And Vudessa back on to Pamela. Can't throw her as far as she wants to because Rosetta in the way. Now like Rosetta and Vudessa have Pamela isolated. And they wheel her back into the ring. Broke off into two triple threats for a moment. And now two members of High Value Vixen on the inside, and Red comes back in to get kicked in the midsection and hit with the gorgeous DDT by Heather, who goes for the glamorous cover. It was almost a wrap-up on that one. As Red with the running Hurricanrana takedown on Heather. Tried to go for a moonsault, but Heather fought at that one with two knees. And now shocking the arm and wrenching it. As Miriam sitting there catching her breath, gets back into the ring. Almost paired back off into two triple threats. Red rises up after a brief assault from Heather. And Miriam in there giving haymakers to Vudessa. But Vudessa catches her in the chokehold. It has Miriam down on one. Count them, two knees. Can't tell because them big giant ass pants she be wearing. And Red taking blows to the skull from Heather. Now being choked by them long heels of hers. As Pamela and Rosetta scale the top of the dang on sail. Malpractice gets a victory in the form of Vudessa over Miriam. Look out, ladies, your titles are now in the sights of three, count them, three bad nurses. Malpractice with the victory over the High Value Vixens. mid-card action. Guaranteed for your satisfaction. Mantia Ray going up against Violent Winners.
The following contest is a Hell in a Cell match. Making her way to the ring, representing Havoc from Yamaguchi, Japan, Mantia Ray.
Yeah, this one kicked off a couple of months ago. In fact, that night we had a bunch of characters just straight up attacking each other. And this is the one that kicked it off out of left field. But in her last one-on-one against her nemesis Violent Winners, Mantia Ray came out on top in that one, bringing the series to 2-1-1 in favor of Mantia Ray. More about the tally of this series right about now. As I gave Violent Winners a victory in regards to defeat Yui Moon, I had to take that one away.
Representing the Suicide Blondes from Reno, Nevada, one half of the Extreme Alliance Zone Women's Tag Team Champions, Violet Winters.
Yeah, I had to scratch that one. So Violet is down in this series 1-2-1. Which means this could very well be a wrap by the end of this contest. You know how I feel about winning rivalries on month enders. If you're losing, we are looking. If you're winning, we're watching. The bell tolls. And it's time to get down and rock and roll. Food for your mind, body, and soul. I know it looks like a repeat of last month still, but you know we had to dang on postpone that one. And we had to bring a conclusion. So I locked them back up once again. Just to see them give each other hell in the cell. And right on cue, Mantia Ray enters the ring with a Kindle stick. The first weapon has been revealed. Violent Winners wakes up in time to avoid certain danger from Mantia Ray and hits her with an avalanche bulldog. And now Violent is violently swinging that Kindle stick, but Mantia comes back enough to connect with that and downs her competitor and goes for the cover. In there early going. It's only a 2 count. Mantia Ray is tough as nails. In fact, we got a Hell in a Cell match with her where she took umpteen hammer shots. And she took a missile drop kick to the face. And now Violet is giving her a lesson in kendo stickery up in this piece as she's broken it on the skull of Mantia Ray. And now it's Violet's turn to give Mantia a dose of that airplane hurricanrana, which only turns up in a 1 count. Violet suffering that horrific fall in their last contest when they were locked up in the cell. You want to catch it on the replay, go back. We had to call the match and declare it a draw as young Violet could not finish the contest due to falling 50 feet from the dang on there, it feels like. And now the lady's on the outside of the cell, and this is where all of the damage happens. Nothing very friendly out there. Nothing that's pro-human anyway. You got the floor, you got the cell, which she just ran into. You got the ring post and the apron. any weapon of your choosing. In fact, the whole ring is a weapon when you're locked inside of a cell. As stated before, these two no strangers to one another, let alone being in a Hell of a Cell match. Violet just throwing Mantia Ray around like a rag doll. And gives her a bit of stepperoni in her diet. Now the ladies towing it back together. Let's just say back and forth. And Violet is now the victim of some of that hard stuff that awaits you when you step out of a ring in a Hell in a Cell match. European uppercut by Violet. And Mantia back to throwing her around. And she gets her European of her own. And back where we were before, the ladies at a standoff. And once again, Violet using that cell as a weapon. And her buddy, her nemesis, Mantia does and breaks it. And now the ladies have spilled outside of the cell. I guess keeping them inside and out of the cards at least here tonight. As the AI's on some. Uppercut for your butt. And now the ladies both climbing to the top of the cell where we left off last time when they were doing battle. And Violet strikes first after making it to the top of the cell. But that Houston hangover, that jumping twist and neck breaker by Mantia. And now the Devil Ray is in control of this bout. Violet having second thoughts on climbing up there and meeting her. As she hits her with a flip top power bomb. These two ladies down and dirty. This is getting to the point where I might have to end this one, as somebody might do bodily harm, permanent damage to each other. What was the GM thinking putting these two in a dang on match together? And the top of the cell breaks it down, goes Mantia Ray, and Violet with a quick cover, and just like that, it's over. Violet winners, giving Mantia an horrific fall of her own to claim victory in this one.
Here is your winner, Violet Winters.
Violet winners bringing this series to 2-2-1. Here at Yellow Brick Bedlam. One half of the Frequency Tag Team Champions prevail in a contest against the Devil Ray. Stay tuned. Matchup number 5 is next, and we have the Frequency Women's Championship on the line as Leanne defends it against Little Bobcat and Bad Girl Jill. I almost forgot who the hell's in this contest. How that?
The following contest is a triple threat Falls Count Anywhere match and is for the Extreme Women's Wrestling Championship. Introducing the challenger, representing the Misfits from the edge of reality, Shy Girl, Jillian.
Bad Girl Jill won her way into this contest via #1 contenders match at Vixens, only to lose her head-to-head match against Leanne Macintosh. But she assured me that she was just having an off day, so I gave her another shot. And guess what? She defeated the champion, and that is why she is in this contest.
And introducing the challenger from Wichita, Kansas, Little Bobcat.
And Little Bobcat won her way into this one by defeating the #1 contender, only to get mollywopped by the champ after her effort. Makes for good YouTube internet content now, doesn't it? Little Bobcat coming in at 9-7.
Introducing the champion from wherever she wants. She is the Extreme Women's Wrestling Champion. Bad Attitude, Leanne McCarthy.
The champ right there, big baby Leanne Macintosh, who put the beat down on Peaches last week, only to have her post-match celebration interrupted by Bad Girl Jill. I told you, must see internet content here on the Kansas Creative Sports Alliance. Leanne coming in at 10-8. High stakes here at Yellow Brick Bedlam, as these three are set to duke it out. Here in Fayetteville, say it loud, say it real, if you will. These three definitely fit the bill. The champ has a 33.33% chance of retention in this one. Triple threat elimination style lead. And there it is right there, the frequency women's title on the line. The defender, Leanne Macintosh. Contenders, aka adversaries, Bad Girl Jill and Little Bobcat. And the champ goes and gets Jill out of the way first and gets to working on Little Bobcat in the corner, breaking her down to her very last molecule. As Jill amping up the crowd here in Fayetteville, Arkansas, she's called napping by the champ. Not gonna win a title like that against a vicious competitor such as Leanne Macintosh. A kick to the face of Little Bobcat, and she goes for it. It's a 1 count without a doubt. The referee is making me pout and sometimes shout, because I think he don't know how to count to 3. Power slam by Jill with that power on display. But Leanne comes back with a running lariat and goes back to Little Bobcat out of the picture. LBC goes and onto the floor as Jill and Leanne finally get down to brass tacks. These two have been attacking each other for the better part of like 2 months. leading up to this dang on matchup. Who's gonna prevail in this contest? All I know is the champ is going back and forth from competitor to competitor, issuing out punishment. See what I tell you? And she's giving Jill the business, and up jumps little Bobcat to give her a taste of her own medicine in the form of a couple of haymakers and a trip to the outside. And now little Bobcat wisely works on Jill, as she has recently defeated bad girl Jill. Might as well go for the horse that you know. But the champ back in, taking it personal. And little Bobcat's getting some momentum. Kumbaya with the power inverted driver. As she goes for the cover on little Bobcat, it is a 2 count. And Jill takes her turn to get a champ a little punishment. Gigantic power bomb as she focuses now on little Bobcat. And hits her with a nice power slam and goes for the cover. That's Leanne in the corner watching the action. Hops up with an inverted back DDT. Inverted cutter, my bad. On bad girl Jill, and throws little Bobcat back outside of the ring. What is with her and little Bobcat? She's trying to keep her out of the picture so she can get to Jill, I guess. But in rolls little Bobcat, only to catch a butterfly suplex by Jill. And then picked up by the champ and thrown out the ring again. I told you, Leanne want to get to bad girl Jill. Like male dogs trying to get to a female dog in heat. Oh my goodness, with the capture back suplex. And now Leanne going to the ropes. Her area of expertise as of lately. And missed everything as little Bobcat intervened. And now, little Bobcat with the submission, the triangle hold on bad girl Jill. Will Jill tap out? Jill leverages her way out, proving that she is for real. And little Bobcat's clubbed by the champion, so Jill can get the advantage. Oh, little Bobcat. I'm thinking the champion just is gonna sit by and let them clobber each other and then lick up the scraps at the end as a cover. It's only a 2 count. And back to amping up Arkansas, this Leanne Macintosh one bad apple is. Back to her nemesis Jill, who gains the advantages and whip the champ out of the ring. And now Jill on little Bobcat, but little Bobcat counters out of nowhere. And it looks like little Bobcat is about to go airborne and takes down Jill. But the champion scoops in, or should I say swoops in, and quickly gets on the little Bobcat. Excuse me, it's a 2 count. What a doozy of a matchup this is. It's got me tongue-tied, going back and forth like a cameo song. Back and forth, like Jill does, between the two. Now Leanne back to showcasing her acting skills as she's hit with a power slam by Jill. Now she's looking as if she don't really want to defend that title. She'd rather high cap for the crowd. As little Bobcat one more time, old school arm drag takedown, and goes for the cover on Jill. And it's a 0 count. And once again, the champ steps in and puts down little Bobcat, only to be caught by Jill. who then hits the champion with a springboard bulldog off of the top rope. Little Bobcat sneaks in a pin.
The champion has been
And party people, we gonna have us a brand new champ as Little Bobcat just ousted Leanne Macintosh. Assist by bad girl Jill. And now look what she's getting for her efforts. Attempted bear hug. But Little Bobcat reversing tide. Another moonsault. And Little Bobcat going to her area of expertise, which is the top rope. Or so I thought. Hey, I on some bull crap. She did go and she missed everything. But amazingly, she caught Jill slipping enough to where she could get in a couple of punches. And now back and forth with the punches, these two. And Little Bobcat taking the opportunity to connect. If you make sure you're connected, the right is on the wall. Bad girl Jill will fall after her Hurricanrana takedown. And Little Bobcat totally in the driver's seat in this one. Whips her fellow challenger, Bad girl Jill, out of the ring and goes for the cover. Referee is lackadaisical in his efforts. And it's only a 2 count. Once again, the infamous referee in the house. And just to think, he's got a WWE patch on his shoulder, which means he should be a little bit smarter, right? I doubt it. Referees programmed to be stupid. As Jill gets hit with a lifting cutter, and Little Bobcat comes out our brand new Frequency Women's Champion. Here tonight, no stranger to big matches here at Bedlam.
Here is your winner and new Extreme Women's Wrestling Champion, Little Bob.
Hell to the yes, as last year she prevailed in a championship matchup. Bedlam belongs to Little Bobcat. All right, party people, it's the main event time because we on a pay the rent grind. This is the one that keeps you in the building. 8 men involved in the ring. Fatal 4-way tag matchup. Here are your main event, Yellow Brick Bedlam. And while you're with us, please continue to hit that like, share, subscribe button, man. After all, it costs you nothing. And it helps us grow, or so they say. Anyway, the Red Wave, my two Russians.
The following contest
riding a
is
six-match
a
win
fatal
streak.
four-way tag team match and is for the Extreme Alliance Zone Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 564 pounds, the Red Faction.
Yeah, the reason why they are in this matchup is solely because they are on such a hot streak. They lost their first 5 or 6 matches as a tag team tandem, and then they heated up to rip off 6 in a row. An impressive feat within itself. Vic Sokolov, aka Omega Red, and Sabin Koloff. The Red Wave.
And their opponents first, at a combined weight of 404 pounds, the Islanders.
Yep, these two are the recipient of some good old general manager hospitality as they defeated Chaos Country, and thus I granted them this title opportunity. After all, I'm itching to see if Ray Saka can become a double champion. Ray Saka and his homie Diamond Omega. Not a great record as a tag team tandem. But like Wesley Snipes said in that famous movie White Men Can't Jump, even the sun shines on a dog's ass. Well, let me rephrase that. The sun even shines on a dog's ass. And team number 3 to enter into this one. All I can say is these two are greedy for gold, big baby, as they're rocking.
Making their way to the ring at a combined weight
Singles
of
gold.
321 pounds, the Family.
It's Jabari and Nazari Atari. As stated before, Jabari Central States champion and Nazari is an internet champion. Fayetteville. We keeping it real here in the main event for y'all. As the Atari brothers defeated the Exiles, and hence the reason why they're in here. You beat my champions, you get to meet my champions in a contest to see if you measure up. Opportunities out the wazoo, floating around here on the frequency bed brand. This is Bad Actors in progress as the Exiles enter the road.
163 pounds. They are the Extreme Alliance Zone Tag Team Champions, the Social Outcasts.
Yeah, these two have been mopping up competition ever since they won back those Call Valley Tag Team Championships. And in regards to Yellow Brick Bedlam, they're no strangers as well. Oklahoma Joe and True and 10. As they waltz their way into this matchup. All right, y'all. Main event time for the Cow Valley Tag Team Championships. And you know this one is probably gonna have a whole lot of bodies flying every which way. So bear with me on this one. 8 niggas in the ring kicking the crap out of each other. What better to do on your Sunday night than to watch these teams beat the crap out of each other? Meanwhile, the Chiefs are kicking the crap out of the Jets. Who'd ever thought? Let me quit talking crap before they mess around and lose. Nazari putting the clubs to the longest luchador who rolls out of the ring. And his brother matched up with Ray Saka. And his brother goes out and get hit with a fall-away slam by Omega. As the Black Russia's pinfall broken up by the younger Atari brother who hits him with a basement DDT. As Oklahoma Joe looked to be going after Ray Saka, but it's broken up by Jabari. And now Saka up and caught in between the White Russian and True. As bodies flying over the ropes, voluntarily and involuntarily. 6 of the 8 members out on the floor kicking the can of each other. As Jabari goes for the cover on the inside, it's broken up. As Oklahoma Joe lays flat. The 2 Russians look to be on fire, but as I speak, one of them goes down. As the oldest man on the roster is getting his butt kicked by Nazari and the platform champion, Ray Saka. Diamond Omega going to work on Jabari, using the ropes. And True is down for the count by Nazari, using the steps as a weapon. Fall away slam by the White Russian on Oklahoma Joe. Will my Russians pull this one out? That would be nice for them to win a championship on their 7th straight victory. In fact, the only streak on the channel that even comes close, or that rivals that is Weege's current streak at 12 matches. As stated before, the Russians won their way into this one by defeating the Exiles at one of our episodes of House Jams, which reminds me, House Jams returns next Saturday at high noon. Some booty rocking and body popping while your ass is out shopping. Action everywhere in this one as Ray Saka's hooked up with the Black Russian on the outside. True is locked in the battle with Nazari Atari. And his younger brother is just hitting everything that moves. See what I mean? One intense competition by these guys in an effort to either A, retain their gold or to win championship gold. With moves like that, the Russians are my favorite to take this one to the house. Elbow drop by True on Nazari, went for the cover, but poor positioning. Ring awareness down to 0 by a seasoned champion like True. Now Nazari Atari looked to be getting ready to go airborne, but he's tripped by the White Russian and tries it anyway and misses every damn thing. Domino Mega catching a rest, waiting on the Jabari to enter the ring so he can hit him with the world's longest vertical suplex. That move took 20 seconds. You could have been created a baby in all that time. Chin check by Jabari as Nazari goes for the cover on Saban. And just like that in the main event, the Atari brothers become double champions.
Here are your winners, family.
All hail to the yeah, and all hail the Atari brothers, Call Valley Tag Team Champions, as well as both rocking singles titles. And be sure to join us next week, as these two will be in action against the Rifle Heirs. And we get to see finally if the console lets double champions walk out with both their titles.